You are listening to Shadows Between Thoughts, Book 5, in the Ethan Reeves Werewolf Detective Series, written by Ray Stonehouse, produced by Live for Excellence Productions, and narrated by Maxwell from Google. Prologue: Echoes in the Darkness. The abandoned halls of Daybridge Maximum Security Psychiatric Hospital whispered with the weight of its dark history. Once a beacon of healing, the sprawling Gothic structure now stood as a decaying reminder of the unspeakable acts that had taken place within its walls. For Ryan Matthews, Jojo Lang, and Jason Reeves, the allure of uncovering the hospital's secrets had been too powerful to resist. As professional ghost hunters, they had ventured into the building's shadowy depths, armed with cameras, voice recorders, and an insatiable curiosity for the paranormal. Little did they know that their investigation would awaken a malevolent force that had lain dormant for decades. On that fateful night, the ghost hunters had made their way through the twisting corridors, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the peeling walls. The air grew colder with each step, and a sense of unease crept over them like a suffocating blanket. In a dimly lit room that had once served as a doctor's office, they discovered a trove of patient files and medical journals. The musty papers held dark secrets, hinting at unethical experiments and twisted practices carried out in the name of science. As they delved deeper into the disturbing records, a sudden gust of icy wind extinguished their lights, plunging them into darkness. Disembodied whispers filled the room, growing louder and more urgent with each passing second. The ghost hunters froze, their hearts pounding in their chests as an invisible presence seemingly surrounded them. Ryan, the leader of the group, tried to rationalize the experience, but deep down he knew they had stumbled upon something far more sinister than a simple haunting. Jason, driven by an inexplicable urge, reached out to touch one of the old medical devices. As his fingers brushed against the cold metal, a jolt of energy surged through his body, and visions of unspeakable horrors flooded his mind. He saw patients strapped to gurneys, their screams echoing through the halls as a shadowy figure loomed over them, wielding glinting surgical tools. Jojo, the tech expert, frantically tried to capture the paranormal activity on her modified camera, but the device malfunctioned, its screen flickering with distorted images of twisted faces and ghostly apparitions. The very walls seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, as if the hospital itself was alive and angry at their intrusion. Overwhelmed by the intensity of the encounter, the ghost hunters fled, their footsteps echoing through the abandoned corridors. But as they raced toward the exit, a sinister force took hold, determined to keep them within its grasp. Doors slammed shut, trapping them in a labyrinth of darkness, and an unearthly howl reverberated through the building, shaking them to their core. From that moment on, Ryan, Jojo, and Jason were never seen again. Or were they? Their disappearance sparked whispers of the hospital's curse, and tales of the vengeful spirits that roamed its halls. The ghost hunters' families were left with unanswered questions and a growing sense of dread, desperate for any clue that might lead to their loved ones' whereabouts. Now, 2 weeks after their vanishing, the case has landed on the desk of Ethan Reeves, a seasoned detective with a secret of his own. As a werewolf, Ethan possesses heightened senses and supernatural abilities that have served him well in his investigations. Alongside his trusted partner, Alice, he must venture into the depths of the Daybridge Maximum Security Psychiatric Hospital and confront the malevolent forces that lurk within. But as Ethan delves deeper into the mystery, he realizes that the disappearance of the ghost hunters is just the beginning.